I'm sure Instagram will do well, but I'm not so sure it's a good place for artists anymore. To the left you see an illustration from Gustave Doré, and to the right you see me making a drawing using that illustration as a reference. The reference illustration is in the public domain, so we are free to copy from it. So please join me in drawing. Also, if you are interested in my drawing exercises, please feel free to join my newsletter. Today I want to try something new. I am just going to talk. I have a new setup with a microphone and I want to see if that works. I looked at a lot of resources online on how to talk, and apparently you have to stand up, so that's something I'm trying now. I have a good microphone, etc. The idea is, this is a video where you see me drawing and I narrate that video. The idea is that it is nice to listen to a voice while you're drawing. The idea is that it's nice to listen to a voice while you're drawing. It distracts your mind, so you can sort of flow into the drawing experience. I'm also trying a free flow of thought approach. I also find that I have to concentrate a lot on what I say. Otherwise I use the word a lot, and that doesn't sound very good. I had an Instagram account, or I have an Instagram account, which is really big. It is 38,000 followers, but Instagram, I think it is not a good place for artists anymore. I don't think you can really reach organic growth there. It just shows your posts to 10% of your followers, not even all your followers, and it has stopped showing your posts to other people, and that is a problem if you want to grow. So I thought maybe try different platforms. YouTube seems to be an interesting place. I see lots of nice videos from other artists, and frankly, some videos I prefer to listen to. And it is fun to draw while you listen to a video. And so that is this idea of this video. I think, well, maybe if I draw and if I put the reference illustration next to it, then you can draw with me. And then we can draw together. I don't think it matters much what I say. It's just that if I keep up conversation, if I keep talking, that's something for you to listen. And I hope that helps you zone out, so you can just really get into the flow of drawing. Instagram was amazing. You could grow a big audience there, but at the same time they are not really your audience. The people who follow you typically have thousands of people they follow, so they don't really know you. I haven't posted in maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and I'm not sure many people noticed, because they get lots of posts from other people, they get lots of advertisements, they can watch reels, that sort of thing. And the thing is with Instagram decides who sees your posts, and that's a problem, because you end up trying harder and harder. Sometimes it shows it to a lot of people, so you're happy, and then one day it shows it to very few people, so you're thinking, did I do something wrong? And then you try to improve the post, you put more time in it. Sometimes you spend a whole day on a post, only to post it, and then Instagram shows it to no one. And I'm not sure if that's worth your time. It's basically, it's like a contest. You try, make something and you submit it in the hope that it will win a prize. But so you can't know, even if you put a lot of time into it, you can't know beforehand whether it will succeed. That, and also you're competing against people who have all day to make posts for Instagram, and even worse, you are competing against people who are borrowing posts from other people. You have these huge accounts, and they have become huge because they can post very often. And how can they post very often? Well, because they take posts from other people actually, and they do credit the original creator, but that is not enough. That is, you should ask permission. They never ask permission. They reposted some of my posts. I found that being on Instagram didn't make me happy anymore. As soon as I stopped posting there, I felt a lot better. Suddenly I had a lot of time to spend with my friends and family and do fun things. It suddenly left me with a lot more time. And it was way, way less frustrating. So now I'm trying YouTube. I think this could be a nice thing. What do you think? Leave a comment. Do you think this can work? Do you like drawing along with a video while you listen to a voice? Or would you rather this just has a music underneath it? Or nothing, silence? There are great drawing accounts where you can just watch a great artist draw. And that's just so cool. If it's one of your favorite artists, it's just wonderful to be able to look at that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm drawing with a ballpoint pen. The thing is, it's just a practice. The disadvantage of ballpoint is that the ink is not very light fast and it will fade over time. But for sketching it's perfect. It doesn't smear. You can put down a soft gentle line before you commit to a line. It's wonderful for sketching. Well, this was a trial. It is very interesting. If you go into YouTube, you find you have to learn lots of new skills. You have to figure out how to do great lighting, how to operate a camera, how to get good audio, how to edit video. It's a whole new skill set you have to learn. But that makes it fun. It is a great thing to combine with drawing. Regarding Instagram, I have an account there, Practice Drawing This, and that account has 38,000 followers. And that happened within a year. I started it on 18th of March in 2020. That's less than a year ago, and it has 38,000 followers, and it has been quite a ride. It was amazing. I started doing illustrations for stories, and then I noticed that people who were following me were people who wanted to also draw. And there are probably people like me. You follow people because you think you can maybe learn how to draw better and to be inspired. So I thought, well, maybe I should try drawing tutorials. But what then happened, and that went well, because a drawing tutorial, people will like it and they will also bookmark it and they will look at it longer to study it, and that all tells the algorithm that you like it and that it should show it to more people. What did happen was you have these huge accounts that post many tutorials each day. They can only do that because they actually borrow tutorials from other people. They do give credit to the original creator, but that should actually not be enough. You have to ask for permission actually. So, but the problem is, if you are competing, you are competing against them. You cannot win. You cannot. They attract all the people who are interested in tutorials. And tutorials take more than a day to make, so it's almost impossible to post on a daily basis, unless you repost the same tutorial several times, and your followers will notice that and not like it. Because the algorithm works like that. It looks at statistics. It can't understand your post. It doesn't understand what it's looking at. It can only see how other people respond to it, and that makes it decide who to show it to. Instagram completely controls who sees your posts. They can decide whether your followers see it or whether people who are not following yet see it. For example, it can present it on people's Explore pages. That is how I grew. I used almost no hashtags, instead relying on Instagram to put it on the Explore page, and my followers. And it can go up to 50% of your followers who see your post, but right now only 10% of my followers are seeing it. One other thing that happened was, at a certain stage, I made draw from memory exercises, which probably people did, which made them look at it very long. And there was one post where people didn't understand what they were looking at. It was a line drawing of an eye, and people couldn't see that. And so they looked at it longer, and that tells the algorithm that those people probably liked it. So then it started to show it to many people. So those were the reasons the account grew. My posts came onto huge accounts who reshared my tutorials for one reason or another, and they did credit me, so that directed their fans to my account, and it told the algorithm that those are the types of people who like my posts. So that helped a lot. And then this one post where people didn't understand what they were looking at and looked at it longer, it showed it to 500,000 people, and my account started growing really fast from that moment. But I understood I don't control that. I don't have control over that. It happens and then it stops again. And that's the thing with Instagram. It feels like a toxic relationship. It's one time it loves you and it gives you 1,500 new followers a day, and the next moment it gives you a cold shoulder, and you're thinking, why? I'm making another post again. Why is it now ignoring me? And then just as you decide to almost quit, then it starts giving you love again, attention, etc. So it felt you don't have it under control, and it's infuriating, the randomness of it, because what the algorithm effectively does, it enhances a trend. If more people are following it will make even more people follow you. If less people are following it will force the trend of that also. It amplifies trends basically. And then somewhere at the end of last year, at the end of 2020, it suddenly started putting reels in prominent places and the shop. And it became, and you got a lot more advertisements on your feed, and it became clear that, and the advertisements became much more expensive. I did try advertising a few times. It can work, A cool thing about the advertisements used to be that you could find out who liked your posts, because it will show it to many people, and then you can see, hey, the types of people who are starting to follow me are people who are also drawing. So it's a very good way to find an audience. It used to be. It's not anymore. I tried advertisements again twice recently, and they didn't work anymore. So that's the thing that Instagram should maybe look into, because their advertisements don't work anymore. But also you can't get organic growth as an artist. And what happens is you try to second guess the algorithm. So you start making more and more, and you start producing more. And in the end, I don't think it's worth it, because it's like a contest. You send something into a contest hoping that you'll win. And then you put a lot of time into it, and it's all for nothing if you don't win. And this is a daily contest on Instagram, basically, trying to win approval from the algorithm. And it's not worth your time. You should have your own place, your own website, your own newsletter. You could use social media to promote those, but don't make social media your main location on the internet. I did learn a lot from Instagram, so it was not a waste. I had a lot of fun there. I ended up making my own website, Practice Drawing This, and my newsletter, which goes out weekly or daily if you want a daily drawing exercise. And it has a small following now of its own. So that is quite cool, and that happened because of Instagram. So I am thankful to Instagram. That really did help me a lot. But now I'm trying different things. I'm looking at Twitter, which is fun to be on, and I'm seeing at whether YouTube videos would be cool to do. So these are my first steps. I'm probably making lots of mistakes. I'm trying different things. I'm trying to use good tools. I'm discovering I have to practice my voice. And my first 100 videos will probably be not as good as the videos after that. I keep learning, but it's fun. It's like learning to draw, learning to use new drawing material. It's actually kind of the same. I'm just using a different material. I'm using my voice instead of a pen or a brush, and learning to use that. Did you know that for voice, it's best to stand up? Apparently, I'm trying that now. I'm recording this while standing up. Amazing. The surprising thing is that the change went so fast on Instagram. It used to be this edgy, cool new kid on the block, a microblogging site where people could share their own lives. And then, from one day to another, it changed into a shopping mall. It literally became a shopping mall. You have Reels now where you can see people dancing and stuff. And then you can go shop there, buy clothes. And it's just turned into a shopping mall. And it feels weird for an artist to post your art there, because it feels like you are hanging your art on a wall of a shopping mall. It doesn't feel the same anymore. And I think artists are actively looking for alternatives right now. I know I am. I'm here on YouTube now. I'm sure Instagram will do well, but I'm not so sure it's a good place for artists anymore. One thing I did notice works well on Instagram is it's an aspirational platform. So people show the best parts of their lives, and people will follow because they want to look at that and try to understand how they can lead that life too. But ultimately, it should not be your home. As I see accounts that have huge followings there, and which don't have their own websites, and I think they're going to be hurt within a not too distant future. I think Instagram is going to change quite a bit into a shopping mall, and it will not be as useful anymore for promotion. It is already not very good anymore for growing, for organic growth, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. It's still there. I have started posting less often. The people who are interested in my daily drawing exercises, they are probably already subscribed to my newsletter anyway. And the people who are just there for Instagram content, I prefer to create my own newsletter, basically, so I can send it to people.